What's going on, y'all? John D. Saunders here. I hope all is well. In today's video, I want to talk about Instagram carousels. This is an amazing new tactic that acts as almost a mini blog on Instagram that gets tons of engagement, saves, and most of all has actually converted into clientele. So I want to walk you through that process on my computer. We're going to dive in and check it out. All right, guys. So if you're unfamiliar with what carousel content is on Instagram, you might have seen posts like this. This is probably one of my favorite pages on Instagram. They are called The Future. As you can see, this has a nice carousel effect because you can kind of walk through this content. As you can see, consistent with the brand, very clean and easy to read as well. And this content works wonders. As you guys can see, 77 comments, great discussion and conversation revolving around this content. Another individual that does a really good job with this is Michael Janda as well. His content is amazing. He's grown exponentially on Instagram from following this strategy. And you can see here, he does the same thing. Now, if you're thinking, well, I'm not a designer, I can't do this, you definitely can. This is something you can outsource. If you're looking for a very simple approach, you can almost emulate mine. And so for me, I've grown exponentially in regards to followers. I don't necessarily pay attention to followers because, again, it is a vanity metric, but the engagement has increased on my page. And as you can see, I'm using a very simplified version of what they're using, right? Where I'll take screenshots of my Twitter thread and I'll make it really easy to digest here on Instagram, right? As you can see, and then we'll get great engagement from the audience. So as you guys can see, this is all organic comments from people that are interested, that got value from what I provided. Before we jump in, I wanted to show you an example. Rakim, he started implementing the tactic that I was using, going on Twitter, creating a thread, and then screenshotting that thread and placing it on Instagram. And he said that people on Twitter and Instagram were going crazy for this content because it almost acts like a microblog. It's very easy to digest, very easy to view. And as you guys can see, I do this every other day by providing consistent content across the board. Side note, I'm going to take all this content, all these microblogs, and create a book, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, in order to implement this, the first thing you want to do is research the type of content that you want to emulate. So I usually go to like More Janda, or I'll go to The Future, or other individuals in my space that are providing similar content, and then I'll create an alternative version. So UX Steven, he posted something about his evening routine. As you guys can see, this is super clean. Interface is really nice, and the user experience is consistent with his brand. And so what I did was I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do something similar in regards to my morning routine. So research the content that you're looking to emulate, look for engagement, look for comments, and look for that individual providing value consistently, and you'll see which content resonates the most with that audience. As you can see, I just posted this a couple hours ago. We already have a good amount of contents. I'm actually going to go in and respond to all these comments once I get a chance. But ultimately, you get to test what works. Then you go to Twitter, right? You create your content on Twitter. So here's my tweet that I did a couple days ago. This is the thread that I created. It's really, really easy to create a thread. All you do is hit the bottom right here. You do what's happening. Hey guys, here are my favorite marketing tactics. I'm just of 2019, right? I'm just doing this as an example. And then what I'm also going to put here is a thread. You do also want to put some type of bait, like these tactics helped me, right? And then you go tweet. Now, once you tweet, you're going to view the tweet that you just sent, and then you're actually going to add another tweet. I'm just going to put test, right? And then you hit tweet. And as you can see, this creates a stream here. And now that stream is there. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to add another tweet, and I'm going to do test again, just so you guys can see. As you can see, that thread continues. Now, when I'm done with that thread, let me make sure I delete these so Twitter doesn't ban me. Right? I'm going to delete those really quick. So once you do that and you have your thread completed, I'm going to show you a completed thread that I have for myself. Let's go here. Once you have that completed, you're just going to go through and screenshot. So I'm going to screenshot this, and I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to screenshot this, and I'm going to go to the next one, and I'm going to screenshot this. Then I go to Instagram. I click new post. right? I click this little button here so I can post multiple, and then I'm going to do 1. I'm just going to center it so it looks good. And then I'm going to do 2, center that so it looks good. And 3, center that so it looks good. Boom. Then I'm going to hit next. Keep it brief in your comment. That's what I always recommend. Make sure you ask a question like, what's your morning routine? So you want to spark that conversation and get people active. And then what I'll do is I'll pull the hashtag. So I use the hashtag app. You guys can check that out on iPhone is the best probably spot to find that. And then I'll go to search. And then you can search for the specific hashtag that you're looking for. I usually just go to profile and I can see the ones that I've used recently. The great thing about this is it'll give your hashtag aggregate a grade. So this is an A, right? And so this one does really well. So all I do is tap that. It's copied. And then I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to wait a second, hit paste, and then hit OK and share. And then that content goes live to my feed. So again, guys, this engagement works really well. Another word of advice, go through every few hours and just respond to all the comments. This keeps the conversation going. This lets the Instagram algorithm know that you're active, that you're participating, and increases your overall engagement. So make sure you guys do that. I hope you got some value from this, and we'll chat soon. Thank you guys for checking out the content. I appreciate you. Be sure to check out the links below. Join my Facebook group. Check out my courses and additional content. I hope to see you soon. Have a great one. Peace.